Wanted to talk about a handheld I picked up. And I gotta tell you, it is a turd. But I got it on Amazon for about 20 bucks. And here's the deal. As big a turd as it is, it actually fills the need I have for a handheld very well. I would love to be able to get like a Retroid Pocket 2 or something like that for my everyday use at work. But the situation is, I have brought my iPad, my Switch, and a few other things, a modded Game Gear in, and I agonize all day when I have to leave them. I want to say my office or shop, but I got to be honest with you, it's a closet with a lawnmower. And too many people have access to it is the problem. So I never know when I come back if it's going to be stolen, broke, covered in oil. Take your pick. It's just too dangerous to leave that console unattended. Enter this guy right here, which I wish I had a better way to give you the view of it. But anyway, it's a retro game. 16 GB is what it says, which I'm guessing 16 GB is 16 gigabyte. I haven't actually looked, so I don't know. Personally, when I buy something like this, I play with it a little bit before I invest the time putting other games on it, because it may not be worth the time. But it came loaded up with a surprisingly decent selection. Turn it on real quick and we'll go through. I've played the crap out of Master of Darkness on this thing when I got downtime. But the screen doesn't look terrible. That's the opening screen. And it says you can do music. I have no desire. It says you can do video and pictures. I have no desire. This is for games. So we select games. We got the Capcom, Neo Geo, Game Boy Advance, Super Famicom, Mega Drive, Famicom, Game Boy Color, Sega Master System, Game Gear, Game Boy. And that's what's loaded up on it now. And I will say the Famicom and Super Famicom is all almost Nintendo and Super Nintendo. There's barely any Japanese specific games on this thing at all. So I did a little research, and it turns out it's real easy to add ROMs to this thing, or backups, however you want to call it, to skirt the copyright crap. But anyway, go in here, Game Boy Advance. We'll take a look at what they got. Super Mario Advance and Super Mario World. Let's take a look at how Super Mario Advance plays. And I'm going to have a hard time showing you, so you'll have to bear with me and kind of take my word for a little bit of it, because I'm using a phone and I can't flip the thing around, and I only got two hands. So anyway, here we go. Comes in, moves pretty good. So far, I have no lag. The screen tearing is at a very, very minimum. Actually, the screen tearing aspect of it's kind of impressive. But the controls are responsive, moves along really well. I have no problems with it so far. Other than the game selection. The game selection could be better. But realistically speaking, the way it's been the last week with this thing, they could have just put Master of Darkness on it, and that'd have been good. I've been trying to get that game for Master System for a while, but I just can't justify spending that amount of money. I love that game. I love Castlevania, so the knockoffs, while they're not the same, they still hold a special place for me. Let's see what else we got here. See what I can get going for us. Okay, that was Game Boy Advance. The Neo Geo works fantastic, which surprises me, because I have more issues with Neo Geo than anything else when it comes to these cheap things. Master System works like a champ. I'm a big Master System fan. Surprisingly enough, I only like the Game Gear. I like it more than the Nintendo handhelds from the same age, but only kind of like it. Now, again, This is legitimately a Chinese knockoff of something decent. For all intents and purposes, this is a shit shingle or a paperweight. But again, for the price, if this gets smashed, if it gets stolen, if it gets motor oil all over it, if whatever may happen to it, my job, I drop it off a ladder, I am not going to care. I think I got it for $20. They were running a sale on it for $15 at one time, and Amazon wouldn't give me the $5, even though it was like a day later. But that's all right. The truth be told, I don't really care about money, which is why I'm bad with it. But anybody else who's in that situation that doesn't mind staying 16-bit or below, this is a good pickup. See if I can't get focus. Damn you, Steve Jobs. Anyway, I think you can get enough off of it for that. And also something I did actually try is it comes with this Game Boy Advance cartridge. Got an SD card slot on it. I was actually able to load some NES games onto a SD card a while back, and was actually able to put them on this and run them on my Game Boy Advance. I don't really have any Game Boy Advance backups, so I wasn't able to try that. I would assume it works, but these are all different, and given the fact that this whole entire console with this was only like $20, I put no credence in this being an EverDrive or even an EverDrive clone. I'm sure it has its problems, but if you're willing to go low end, why not? Why not? You can actually change the memory on this, so you can take the ROMs that are on it off, which is awesome because I've had a couple where you couldn't, and that sucks. You got to know a little bit more than I do about computers to do it. Whoa, sorry, dropped you. My bad. Didn't mean to send you to my crotch, but you know, happens. Anyway, I got a buddy who does all that stuff, and he does it well, so I usually just have him take care of it for me. But anybody who's savvy with a computer, with ROMs, with any of that stuff should be able to handle it. Again, surprising pickup. I was really expecting to hate this thing enough to either give it to my kids or throw it away, or make another video where we smashed it with a sledgehammer, which I do have a few where I want to make a video where we smash them with a sledgehammer. Kind of Gallagher style, you know, watch the front row. This is a Splash Zone. I don't know if you remember that guy, comedian that used to smash pumpkins and fruit of all kinds. I think I even saw him smash a weed eater once. But anyway, I'm off topic again. Good pickup. If you work like I do, good pickup. You just want something to do to kill time, especially my main thing I got to do is mow grass. Well, I live in southern Indiana, so we don't mow grass year round, so I have huge amounts of time where I don't have a damn thing to do. So again, I will link where I bought it on Amazon to the bottom of this video, and I encourage anybody who's in that position I'm in that just wants something that plays well, 16-bit or below. I think the biggest SD card you can put in this thing's 32 gig. But I got the entire Master System library on less than a gig. Actually, I think it was less than half of a gig. So you can get a pretty good amount on this guy right here. Anyway, the battery life on it is way better than I thought it would be. I thought this thing would last me maybe 2 or 3 hours. It lasted me 7. And I didn't even charge it all the way. It's got the 4 thing indicator of the battery, and it was 1 down when I started. But hopefully this helps somebody. I hate to think I put a video out that absolutely nobody could use the information on. But again, this is a surprising handheld, to say the least. Anyway, thanks for watching.